me explain something to you. I want you to understand the importance of the rising sun. Listen to me, it is God who created the sun and commanded the sun to rise from the east every morning in order to cause activity of man to begin. That is to say, without the rising of the sun in the morning, you cannot do your business. All of us cannot do our businesses. Even those that do their businesses at night, they are limited in the process, in the progress they make. So that particular rising of the sun in the morning is a covenant. And it is reminding the earth that the earth must yield increase for you. It's reminding the earth, now you shall lead the legs of these people to place of production, to place of multiplication, to place of increase. You understand what I mean? And also is to alert the flesh to inherit every good thing the spirit has what produce in the dream world. So there is a lot of mysteries attired at the rising sun. That is the reason why it is very important for you to pray with the rising sun. Align yourself with the covenant of the rising sun, no matter what happens, no matter the condition of the economy of heaven and earth. As long as the earth continue to exist, the sun shall not stop rising from the east. Then that is a prophetic prayer point, and you will pray it like this: as long as the sun continues to rise from the east, nothing will cause me, Abraham Zarowa Walaka, you put your name there, to what? To fail. My ministry shall not fail. You hear what I'm saying? No matter what happens in the night, whether it rains, but whether it shine, you must succeed. I must succeed. That is what their prayer point. I must succeed. Whether the economy is good or not, as long as it could not stop the sun from rising from the east, nothing shall stop me from rising above principalities, above power, above my condition, above. Nothing shall stop me from rising higher in my business. Be among the decision makers. Be among the highest people in the area I find myself. Be in the ministry you pray that prayer every morning. Every morning is a prophetic prosperity declaration. It's called declaration. It is not called prayer. So why I'm using the word prayer is because of people who do not understand the stages of spirituality. So that is not actually prayer. It is actually what? Declaration. Creation, declaration. You are creating your finances. You are creating your own world in this world. Listen to me. You need to know how to create your own world by your word. Create your own world by your words. You began to declare it. As long as the sun continues to rise from the east, I shall never go broke. As long as the sun will continue to rise from the east, I shall have a peaceful marriage. As long as the sun continue to rise from the east, I will continue to rise in whatsoever I put my hand to do. We began to make that declaration. Are you getting the point? Every morning. And if you want to make it more powerful, get a water, especially the water that have never touched ground. Hold it in your hand. As you are making the declaration, you are pouring it on the earth. and telling the earth to take this order. It is order, you are making an order, and you are telling water to bear you witness. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And you are telling the water to bear you witness, because water is among the things that bear witness on earth. You hear me now? Water, blood, and spirit, they are the three things that bear witness on earth. So when you make declarations, I don't mean prayer. Prayer means I beg. You are begging. Okay, that is the meaning of prayer. But when you are making declaration, that is what they call declaration. That's what they call warfare. That's what they call intercession. They are not under prayer. They are spiritual activities of its own kind. Okay, so you can never come and beg somebody you are bigger than for something that you know you can get on your own. So instead of calling it, if you call it prayer, you have already spoiled it. So it's called declaration. And declaration comes from creation. When you create, it's something like declaration. You look at it, you say declare things as like things that was not, as if it were. That is what the Bible says. So when you declare it, you shall see it. Call those things that are not as if they were. So when you are making a declaration by the rising sun, clinging yourself or aligning yourself by the covenant of the rising sun, which rises from the east, you are aligning yourself to the universe. You are creating what you want to see. And at the same time, you are calling the earth to bear you witness, because that will cause the earth to direct the legs of those people that will make sure that that declaration comes true. You can say, oh, I declare, as long as the sun continues to rise from the east, I shall never beg for food. I shall never beg for contract. I shall bear my own child. And as you are saying it, you are dropping water on the ground and say, let the earth bear witness. Let the Spirit of God bear witness. Let the blood of the cross bear witness that I, Abraham Zero Walaka, have made a declaration. So I'm in expectation. Listen to me. That thing that is written, that your expectation shall not be cut short. It is based on your declaration. What you declare by faith depends on what you see. What you declare by faith is what you create. And what you create is what you see. And what you see, it is what you get. That is the way of the Spirit. You don't see, you don't get. You don't declare, you don't create. You don't create, you don't see. You don't see, you don't get. So what are you creating? They say the way you make your bed is the way you're going to lie on it. What bed are you making? What bed? What way are you making your bed? I'm asking you.